Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to watch some of this. Watch the entire interview that's on Bagpipe 1 and Bagpipe 2 and listen for what I tell him, and listen for the questions and just how I conduct the interview. And that's going to model how you can interview your subjects as well. So as you watch the rest of the interview, make mental notes of what would be good parts to use and what you can cut out. So let's sort out that footage between those two clips in two different bins. And those bins, again, are those folders. First, we need to create the two bins. So within the browser, press Command B, and that's going to make a new bin. And a new folder type icon will appear. So name this one, go ahead and do A-roll, okay, and enter, and then hit Command B again, and guess what? We're going to call that B-roll, and we're going to sort through this. So in each of the movie clips, these, I have both A-roll and B-roll, so we're going to sort that out. Subclips allow you to organize the clips within that big media file that you've captured. So with making subclips, first we're going to open Bagpipe01 in the viewer, just like we have here. Within this clip, there are two B-roll clips at the very beginning, Mr. Wise at the desk, and then some music on the projector. And then we're going to get into the interview. So to make these two B-roll clips into subclips, we just need to mark in and out points. The first clip is of Mr. Wise at his desk, so we're going to do an in. And you can be rough about it. You can just, okay, we have everything from the desk. And then we'll do out, because that part in the middle is at the desk. And at this point, actually, I think I even gave you specific time codes here. So in this time code field in the viewer, in the upper right, you can type 729 and then hit enter, and it goes to that point. That playhead right here goes exactly to that point, so I can hit out. So now that we have an in and an out, now we hit Command U, and Command U is going to make a subclip. Okay, you see that little, it's like a little jagged strip there. And now we're going to name this at desk. So I'm going to show you how to make all of these subclips, and this is what we're going to use to edit the rest of the thing. So it's important that you have all of these clips organized correctly. Now repeat this process to make a subclip for the next shot of the sheet music. So I'm already here, so I can hit my in, and then again I just go, I can be kind of rough about it, and it doesn't need to be exact, and hit out here. What do I hit to make a subclip? Oh, that's right, class. Command U. I'm so glad you remembered. And then just call this music. Make sure that you name it exactly the same thing, because I will refer to those names later on in instructions. Now we're going to organize Bagpipe 2, and I give you specific instructions on what content I want you to get and what I want you to name it. I'll go ahead and skip that part because it's all in the instructions. The next part we need to do is actually sort those clips and put them into the A-roll. So these little things right here, these need to go into B-roll. So I can go ahead and drag and drop those in. Going back to my bagpipes, this is at the beginning of the interview, so I can hit my in. And this continues all the way to the end. And I'm going to Command U this, and I'm going to call this interview. And that should be the interview in its entirety. And where should the interview go? In A-roll. So that's where that goes, and we're going to do the same thing with Bagpipes 2. When this is finished, you don't have to even look at these. I want you to look at those subclips because that's what we're going to use to edit it. A couple other tips here. You can control click in here and you can view as a list or small icons. If somebody does that and has totally messed you up, just control click and view as list, and that's how I have the instructions. That's how I prefer it. After you're finished, you should have a bin then there's a picture in the instructions that has all of these, and on page 5 you can have a picture, and that's all of part 1.